レースエンジェントルお待たせいたしました。私、匠はゲーム好き Vtuber のフリッグと申します。今回やらせていただくゲームが、メニュー画面となりますかね。コールオブファレス、ガンスリンガーをやらせていただきますね。ちょっとね、積みゲーをなんとかしようシリーズでございます。ちょっとゲーム画面に移りますよと。そうだよ。はい。ね、積みゲーです。ね。よし、次何やろうかなと思った時にね、ちょっと積みゲーをまずは、ね、ちょっと解いていきましょうということで、このガンスリンガーやらせていただくことになりました。ではゲームプレイスタート。ストーリーストーリー。ノーマルハード。じゃあハードで。じゃあハードで。いやー、西部劇風だからね。やっぱ音でかいよね。
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack, and Steve.
Dwight.
Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
あれこれってさ、ボーダーランスと同じ会社？このロード画面そうっぽくすぎん？え？
It was about 30 years ago.
ちょっとね、音でけえ。
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Oh?
You heard, Pat. You need to stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
めちゃくちゃボーダーランス感だけど。
Who's that? Is he with us?
ほう、経験値なんだ。
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
They're coming from the rear!
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Hey, got one behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every
ああ、
gunman.
全然知らないこいつ。めちゃくちゃ膨大な図鑑あるぞ。オッケー。
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut
Let's
off.
send these some bitches running!
戦いだから見えんくないこれ。シェイクレイおお、レベルアップした。いきなりやな。スキルポイントが2つある。カテゴリー1つ選択して、その中の左端のスキルを購入してください。うわー、これ日常中デスペラートいいね。デスペラートどっかやわかんない。ああ、なるほど、連射ができる。その代わりロードが長いな。
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
何死の予感がフルチャージされてる時だけだ。
It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
くっそ、無駄に使っちゃった。
Where'd he come from?
え、楽しい。こいつらから弾取れるんだ。
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiot!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their
ああ、
numbers
この
in
隙間
half,
抜けるんか。
but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
いけ。
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
向こうだな。ああ、上かよ。
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. Like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
あ、仲間やった。
Better than a rat in a trap!
I passed Dirty Dave,
Think you can kill me too?
絶対仲間や。
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bowlby.
これが何の意味があるのかわかんないけど。音でかかったら言ってくれた。俺の声がまずでかいから。21歳まで21。すごいな。
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
なんか俺の声でかくない？
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to
多分これも壊れるやん。
Billy's worth $500. I can keep this up all day. I think I got one.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
音でかいか？
You got company.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
早かったか？おほパーティーの時間だぞ。危ない危ない危ない。どこ？音でかくない？これ大丈夫
？Someone shoot that bastard.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of
だ
valor.
だだだ。
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He
ガトリング
directed
使
that
ってんの
order
か？
to me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Wanna make a run for it? Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place.
オッケー。
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is joshing.
Yeah, you better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
でここ？
Gonna scalp your ass.
一応殴る空気あんだ。これ何これ何これ何これ何これ何これ何これ何これ今の今の何何何
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these
このゲーム
hapless bastards
バ
would
カ
pop
楽し
up.
いぞ。
Kill him for Christ's sake.
コンボ時間延長。あ、経験ポイントこれで稼げるんだ。へえ。より多く持てる。キャパシティ100%。いや多分こっちでいいと思う。
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
経験値ボタンがどこにあるかわかんないんだけど。
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe to toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked on tin star.
悪徳保安官野郎。不器用。
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
決
It said
闘。
he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
どういう こうこうこうこうこうこうこうこうゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーん押したけどな。RT だから違うわ。映りミスった俺。L 教えたわ。
Killed in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
本当にあったんだ。
And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
やばいな。戦ってる最中全然見れないからさ。全然わからん。タイマージオ。
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
4ヶ月
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
なんか音
He
が
shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy.
女友
What
達
the
が
papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
いいやんビリー。ああ、そんな感じ。
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
どこや俺の銃。あ、これ。ビリー・キットンの銃あれか。教えとく。
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean
ヘッポコ
ass
ショッ
shot.
トガン。うるさい。曲がすごいでかいな。
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
あ、そんな感じでね。オッケーオッケーオッケー。こんぐらいでいいんじゃない？
Anybody see Billy? That little son of a bitch shot Jim Bell!
The kids escaped, raised a huge ruckus.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him. I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but
こっちか。
some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
狙わないと当たんないんだもん。
Go to hell.
I'm here.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
どっからでも音するからさ。
I got this.
わかんね
Let's go.
There's children here.
We're gonna be.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Threatening the lives of innocent people.
こうか。なんとなく進んでる。
That town's going to hell in a handbasket.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
声が至るところは聞こえるからさ。
And that's when it occurred to me why
おお、
Billy
勝
set
手
me
に動
free.
く。おい、いきなり銃持ってよ。
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
おお、危ね
In for the kill.
え。気づいたらもう持ってんのか。
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
リボルバーの高速リロード。たまんな、これ。これでしょ。
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile,
わあ、おいおい。
Deputy
おいおい
Bob
おい。
was
びっくりした。
organizing a posse to put me
わ、
down.
リロード早っ。
He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, there was me or them. The only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had
い
no
や、コンボ
choice
時
but
間
to
短
play.
い。思ったより。どこだ。 弾なくなるよ。
Get away. Leave him to me.
オッケー。バルトタイム。あれ。あ、死ぬ。 弾がなくなる。裏から回ってくっていう手があるからな。
The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy.
ちょっとが持ち抜けして
Not
る
with
な。
my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
手の位置を調整する。そこまでやらなあかんのか。不名誉であると記録されている。へえ、相手が銃に手をかけてからじゃないとダメなんだ。ほっなんでだ。来い。でがっぱらだ。抜いてこい。
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice.
よくわかんないときは。
Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
そんなに秘密のやつあったか。
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
Mexican.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
カウボーイを追う理由が。なんか知らんけど目にゴミ入ったか。え、嘘。このタイミングで。
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clown. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
痛い痛い。どこや。
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
ダメらしい。
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
おお、そうだ。QT みたいな始まるんや。
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground, whatever else.
リロードのせいで止まる
appeared
よ。
out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to find my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to kill me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Stand and fight, you coward!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Okay. Oh,
And
tama!
imagine my
Oh, tamaじゃねえ。
surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunted. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done. The old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My
また
fury
弾
knew
足りんくなる
no
ぞ。
bounds.
Where's he going?
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
おう。ガトリング。オールドマンクラン。
I yelled out at the top of my lungs. I'm coming for you!
ベイキングタイム早く1モード中の俊美性をアップ。全国性格ごとく早くなれ。配信モード中に通常より 50% 走れるようになる。いや、これポケットいるかもしれん。
A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man.
Uso!
But I knew I could not let that deter me.
あ、振り直し。3発食らったらダメだな。
Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
ゆっくりこう。おい、てこいてこい。危ない危ない。
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
¿Vale?
Let's see what you got. Try me instead, you coward. You one stupid son of a bitch. Hey, let's see what you made up for.
¡Ah, venga! ¡Vamos!
Live this long.
Okay.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
何 ?OK 牧場って。唐突に来るよ。ジョニー・リング。
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
多分こっち。多分こ
I
っ
had
ち。
tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why.
あ、まだ今話してくれないや。
First, I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earp's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered
俺
one of
敵
the
からさ、ちゃんと弾拾わないとなくなる
his
な
older。brother Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
あぶねえ。やばいな、弾なくなるな。 何これ。じゃあカスタムスレッドバレルが基本貫通力をアップさせる。標的は狙いやすくなり見栄えも悪くないと。うん。だからここもね、近接戦ファイターあんまやらないよね。レンジャーアイアンスでスローダウン、狙いを定めると十分な時間を取れるようになる。片手用の武器で狙いを定めるとき、早打ちモード用のスローダウン時間がほんの一瞬ある。簡単狙いを定めること。強くない書いてあること普通に強いんだけど。いや今のところこの2つは別に今すぐ取らないといけないって思うんじゃないと思うけど、早めに多分これは手に入れた方がいいとは思うんだよね。だからまあこれ取ろうか。あ、もう取れるんだ、この時点で。だから遠距離武器でもいいぐらいやね。次選ぶとかあげるの。
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
こういうものけども
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him.
もうバカバカ打って。
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of
いや
Morgan.
倒しやすいマジで。
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the
総動
back.
フショットガンか。
That was common knowledge.
いやおーねこれのまんまでいいけど
Ringo
な。
had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir.
そういう
I
こ
have
と
a
ね。
question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
相手が走ってくるようになったからショットガンとか出た。ああ、それでいらっしゃい。ガンスリンガーなう。
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy
いきな
gang
りスローモーションになるから。
single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
うほほー楽しい。倒しきれてねえのか。
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
いや、弾たくさん持てるね。ほらほらほら。まだいいのかい。あーしあーしまった。抜ける方向ミスった。分かんなかった。今度さえたら全員やる。全然飛んでってない。ああ、いかん、全然やらなかった。 あれかな、バレットタイムの時さ、両手あんまり相性良くないのかな。うわへ、待って、ここになんかあった。あれ入れない。オッケー。当たって。まあ、おとなしくね、ライフル持てって話じゃないけど。まだいるな。これ近くね。でさあ、開けた。やっぱりシークレット。これシークレットが何の意味してるかわからんけど。おいって縦持ちマンや。はいよ。こっちか。ああ、まあ、この野郎。一番正しい使い方して。
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
こっちか。
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here.
ショットガンにする
It
必要
was
あ
this
るかな。
beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
絶対こっちや。
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
おう。やられる前にやる。カーリーピッ。ああ。こんな感じ？
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
全然減らん。おお、どっから？ああ、仲間もいんのかよ。アップで。ああ、ダメだ。なるほど、なるほど。敵は一人じゃないってことね。 おいどこどこでやろう。
You working for Wyatt Earp?
長弾使ってるわけじゃないよな。いるな奥に。
Kill that annoying son of a bitch! Come out wherever you are! You're going to the gates of hell! Got a lot of sand showing up here all by your lonesome.
おねやろお前。
Kill that murderous cocksucker! Help me out here!
オッケー。
I'm gonna kill you like I killed Morgan.
危ないな。
Come on out, son.
痛い痛い痛い痛い。うわー
Why is that son bitch still standing? No one kills Curly Bill. Damn! Make him pay for that. Shit.
オッケー。
Ain't that man Let's see what you got.
あい
Why is he still standing?
つうざい。
Oh, wanna play hide and seek?
どこ行った。
You working for Wyatt Earp?
おい。オッケー。
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
これもう
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
あ、結局リンゴは自分の手でやってないの。おっと弾丸の後継者。あ、いやジョニー・リンゴ来たい。あ、いきなり始まるよ。
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
任せた。抜けよ。来い。あ、外した外した。むずいって。むずいって。手の位置がどこがベストかもわかんねえよ。
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
あ、左に出てるわ。むずっ。両方見ないとちゃんと。あ、無理くっそ。そういうこと。銃の位置を持つ手を左スティックでちゃんとやって。
That's incredible, sir. I
敵
always
を見
thought
た
that
かの
Doc
右ステ
Holliday
ィック
was
で
the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy.
ああ
But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
ああ、よかったよかった。
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
ヘンリー・プラム。
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
うふジョニー・リンゴを倒したことによってここからね賞金稼ぎというかね
I
始
knew
ま
I
った
needed
みたい
resources if I was going to track down Roscoe
数
and
年後
Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
集中するだけでダメージをより与えるような早打ちオート中の発射した弾丸すべてのダメージがプラス50。もう強いよね。うわー、これすげえ。自動リロードって。うわ、これも強いね。もっと強固ないコンボレベル4以降。ああ、本当に強い。うわ、これ欲しいな。この2つちょっと欲しいよな。やばいな、銃ばっか。超銃ばっか上げてる。
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're
いるん
fine.
じゃない？
Yeah, besides, George is up there on the rocks with that rifle of his. Nothing gets past him.
As my late father pointed out,
Shut up!
God made men, but Samuel Colt made them.
おお、上かい。あ、待て待て待て待て待て待て。ちゃんと外しちゃって。何これ。何これ。おおおお、何これ。強そう。ここか。俺が来たぜ。こっち？え？あそこ？何だったの俺が言った。ああ、あれか。
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in 48.
なんだった？わからんわからん
Prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
ライフルもあげたいな。
Charlie
おお、倒れてないのか。
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Oh. こっちだ。
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance.
Oh.
Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous. There would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Get out here! You'll die for this!
Woohoo! いやー、ここでショットガンは逆もっといらないよ。
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
Oh, there.
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
It's you or me!
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Let's do this! Time to blow your shit up!
どこから声してるか分からん。もう一個塗るとあったよな。
I do not deserve to die like this! You ain't beefing me.
まあこっちの方が安全ってことは分かった。
You can ride, but you can't hide.
はい、できたぜー。
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense.
おーい、
Luckily, I was never one to be
普通
easily
かと思ったよ。
bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite,
ああ、そういうこと。
a body has
そう
to
いう
know
こ
what
と。
he's shooting at.
やっちゃった。
All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
ブーンした。
Thank you!
ちょっと遅い。
I will drop you to the mine shaft!
おちょっともうマジ言ってる。
Get out of here!
確実に当てないとあかんってことやろ、要するに。
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad blasted tube.
ああ
I really admit that my plan of attack is not very but clearly insane.
ちょっと落ちるけど。おお、いいの。おお、ダメだ。それわからんわ
It's a
からん。
good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan
わからん
before
わ
I
から
even
ん
tried it.
わからんわからんわからん。
Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
じゃあこれ欲しいんだよ。
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me.
もしかしてあれはもう
Climbing down
やら
that
れ
ladder
るっていうあれ
required
か
some
な。
caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
いけるか？
I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged.
これこ
That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob.
めっちゃブレたな。
And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
エレベーターを使うか、はしごを登るか。エレベーター使うよ。
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
より危険なルートを選んだ。
Plummer was a mad dog,
Oh!
and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
当たってないよな。
Well, he was the sheriff of both.
どうやって壊
That's
すんだ
neither
よ。
here nor there.
むずいな。
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
えクリーン。ああ、こいつか。アウトロー。ゴロ付きエンリープランバー。
Boom! Well, this game is just getting worse and worse.
痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。何何何。
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
What are you? Yellow?
どこいた？どこいた？
I'm going all medieval on you.
ああミスった。ぐちゃぐちゃになっちゃったコントロール。
You can shoot, but can you aim? Damn it! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out!
OK。 出てこいよ。
I can shoot too! They're gonna need a dustpan! You killed an innocent man!
投げた瞬間壊しちゃった。
That's this, you son of a bitch! I'm going all medieval on your ass!
おお、これ。あ、そうしちゃった。
No blood money for you today!
うろうろうろうろうろ。
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
命中率いく。命中率いく。
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil
風のよう
himself.
に速かったな。うわ、絶対タイマン来るやん。今のところタイマンが
He
一番
killed
むずい
his。first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
うん。
I dodged death many a time, and that night in
Oh,
Abilene
dang.
was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Watch where you're shooting.
えってだこの野郎お前ら。
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe.
やろ。
Time to time.
It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought
Okay,
my
well,
way
shot to
past
the
his
car.
loyal compadres.
出た。あ、リロードがバカ早いんだ。あっちは。うわ、早っ。
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
勝ち込みといこうぜ。
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me. And... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves it. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
That son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there.
うわ
They knew. Most of them were wanted as
そんな
well.
に打たなあかんかったわ。
I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends.
お前
Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their Hefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Stop that son of a bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
う
Bob was among them.
やったー。まあ欲しいの取ったから、ちょっとこっち取るかな。
That's right. Run!
爆発せ。
Rule the day. Hide, you little livered son of a bitch. こっちでいいこっちで。
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to discount Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
やべえ、たまらなくなった。嘘、ちょっと。
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
I'm gonna make you pay for that.
あんなところから撃ってきやがって。
You better hide.
わからん、やばい。
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Did not just see.
後ろいる、後ろいる。オッケー。
Shoot him! Shoot him!
わかんねえよ、上。
God damn it! Down yourself, coward! Can't get a good shot at him.
こうなん出てくる。
There he is. Watch me shoot.
あいつらやらなあかんかな。
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
最も腕があるガンマン。さっきのやつか？ レベキはムカついで息をしてるだけで40人以上。化け
I
物じ
felt
ゃ
a
ん。
bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait.
No,
You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
弾避けなあかんこともあるのか。ここでなんでやねん、もうどう弾が飛んでくるかもうちょっと教えてほしいんだけど。いいよ。やばいな。どっちに避ければいいの？出てるなんか。当たるんだけど。マジでわかんねえ。とりあえず右ね。とりあえず右に避ければ当たんないよ。
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
とりあえずあれで殺しはしてなくってちゃんと
Thank you,
つけ出
darling.
したよと。で
Yeah,
もあいつは
some
結
say
局
revenge is a dish
復
best
讐
served
されて
cold.
死んだよってことだよね。
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
インディアンと一騎打ち。
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
いたって言うよね。シャーマンだっけ？
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony. and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him. They saw me before I saw them.
Oh, yeah. Ya viene.
It crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Ya ライフルだな。これ使ってみるか。おー、セット。
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Oh. Yeah,
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Woohoo!
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me we're in it.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Okay.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
まだ撃たか危なかった危なかった。ああ、これはいるね。リロードが速くなるは絶対いるもん。
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Over there! Okay. Okay.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the cave of
一応
death.
結婚したまんまでいるんだ。6と、今俺6クイックじゃない。
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
いかにもって感じ。
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
え？
As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until the venom poisons your heart, and the echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there were definitely snakes. And indeed, his
もうちょっと
warriors
頑張れたと思う。
surrounded me and attacked
お
me
お、い
like
きなりだな、おい。
unreal
ああ、いきなりだな、お前。
They couldn't stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
OK。全然当たってね。
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a mirror.
そんなことある？あ、これね。あ、あれ取ってなかったっけ？
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me.
俺プレイで間違えてダイナマイト投げちゃった。危ねえ。多いね。
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me.
コントローラーがずっと入
Wouldn't
れ
you
てる。
know it? That crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap. Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches. God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache
あ、もう避けれる。
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot.
おお。おいよ。おい。お前ら多すぎるわ。危ねえ。
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
それまで見たことない道が現れたはないや。
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
え
Never did find him. and never did collect my goddamn
あ、結
bounty.
局ダメだったんだ。ラーメンちゃん限定技かと思ってた。ラーメンちゃん以外にもたくさんできる。でもラー
Thank
メ
you,
ンちゃんが
darling.
得意すぎるんで
It's
す。
interesting
お
how
か
the
しい。
truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
おお、ベン見てる。
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
ベンもその場にいたの。人は俺をバウンティーハンターと呼ぶ。
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his wife to Coffeeville just to shut her up. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait for something.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
I'm gonna kill you.
He went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind.
これ仲間
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
どこから入るどこから入るこれ
From above. Fortunately, a water tower
上
was
から
right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company.
2、3回
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that Silas Greaves?
No.
Son of a bitch! Get out here!
いて。いないや。
Over there!
うわあ、もういいんかい。
That's Silas Greaves.
What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those
えぐの。
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last
これ
man
が
standing.
本に載ってる動き方だよね、要するに。
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way
ほ
it
ら、
happened.
最初にやった方法が正しい方法だよ。俺はそうやって戦ったよ。あ、違うらしいよ。
It was early evening, not high noon.
違うらしい。違うか。あ、一番最初がベンが喋った話やわ。今喋ってるのが主人公
blew
や。
up a safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there. I was late to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
あ、リーダーイケメン負け犬。あ、3人組だったんだ。
I'd been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless.
挨拶すぎ。
Finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
ダルトンどこ行った？
Hey, we got us a hero.
Put some holes in them!
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hold up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths house. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Daltons, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, as those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day.
Okay.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to play, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
何やったんや。
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
Determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
I'm gonna cut you in half. I'll blow your damn head clean off.
これじゃないとグレネードじゃねえわ。
Gonna send you to the
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
硬かったなこいつ。確かに23箇所風穴開く。
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
残りあれか、2人を探し
Can't
に
get
飛ぶ。
away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
連打でリロード速度アップ。黄金ライフル。接近戦防御力アップ。ダイナマイト、ショットガン、カウンターアタック。ちょっと面白い正規の発砲。だそれ人間じゃん。いや、もう、人間じゃない。もう、ランちゃんね、人間じゃないでしょ、ランちゃん。そういうこと。そうなんだ。早打ちモード中にコンボ倍率アップ。いやー、ここでショットガンを上げますかって言われたらって話なんですよね。ダイナマイトって意外とこれ使ってないところあるから。で、さっきの戦いもね、これがあったら結構いい感じに戦えたんだろうけど、自動リロードがね。あ、確か俺取るか。クイックフィンガー。フィンガー。リロードしたら速くなるよ。リロードを連打したらもっと速いよ。伝説の武器。
Track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
リボルバーはレベルが上がる式で変わってくんかな?
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color.
Good job.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand.
もう全部ミスった。全部ミスった。びっくりするぐらい全部ミスった。本当はリロードだよ。どっから？おお、そっかい。
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
Oh.
Brother, I'm gonna make you.
I can kill you with either hand.
なんだこいつら。
You just met your match.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
You think I don't see? Get your fucking thing.
うわー、死 しまった。気づかなかった。途中から気づいた。ダイナマイトが足元に転がってることに。2丁で戦ってるやつとかいるからか。どれダメージが早いと思った。なんだショットガンだ。あっ、
I was under serious attack. And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
いや、どこでいるか分かる。おお。怖い怖い。おいおいおい。
Well, luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
ほんまか。
But just ended up falling
中
inside.
に落ちてしまった。
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them.
さ
But
すがに
that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no.
寝落ちしてんじゃねえか
I'm
って。
listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
エンディアン。
Indians?
There were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right.
Oh, God,
See,
yeah.
Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No,
相当今倒したんや
listening.
な、俺。
I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins.
おお。
You Kansans breed like rabbits.
おいやべえ。
Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
マジふざけんな。どこだ。俺グレネート。ダイナマイト投げてくるやつは。お前勝てんな。え、どこどこどこどこ。 投げちゃった。
Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
暗いな。
You can't get me.
暗いの。まだ生きてるよ。行くぜ。お前勝てよ。はい。どこ？うわ、やばい。見えないタイプはできて。うわ、あれか。ああ、ダメか。もっと奥やった。何
I'm gonna cut you in two. I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Hey, 速度アップ。へえ。あ、いいじゃん、普通に。あんまりあれか。
That's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck. Really.
ああ、動くもんじゃないってことね。
Steamboat end up in the swamps.
Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
こっち側に移動した。おお、ど。
Those vigilantes who
待て。
were anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
死ぬ。おい、バカじゃないの。グラデン投げちゃった。ダイナマイトな。ダイナマイトぶち投げちゃったよ。で、バレットタイムとね、ダイナマイトを毎回間違えるときあるのよ。わはは。ちょっと待って、わからん。あれ爆発しないよ。 やっと進んだ。何かあるもんだと思ったけど、なんもないのかい。
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Get up!
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Woohoo! 気持ちいい。Okay. Right
about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. They had me.
I'm sending you to hell.
裏切られちゃったよ。
The Daltons had played me like a fiddle. Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a fight.
It's gonna launch next year. Largest one in the world.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed dead. I don't think they're
anyway,
don't be stupid. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
Oh, God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Bob
and Grad weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Iけるかこれ。スピードが足りないと思うけど。いや、むずいって。どうしらええんだって。二人はどうやってやればいいんだって。いいよ。 右の方が早いんかい、それで。
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
デュエルがいっちゃむずい。デュエルというか1対1が。
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
It
was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had. Including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
復讐の物語や。一人はあったけどもう一人がまだいる。
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains.
また銃変わってる。
Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer.
ちょっと待って、めちゃくちゃレベル上げれるよ。わあ、そうなの。これは面白そうだぞ。まあ、これ取って、これでこうやな。
I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right.
待って、どういう効果ついた？ヘッドショットしたら、ゲージが溜まりやすくなるよと。やらくなる。
They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. Well, I assumed the wild bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train I brought. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Go. 共同フライト
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
こっちかいやーおー危ねえ
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
You're one of the passengers.
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
楽しい
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
危ない危ねえよ
At times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
やっぱ2丁の方が火力は出るなおおどうすんだどうすんだあ、ここか
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
いいとこだったのになんか始まったんだけど
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by
残念
myself,
助けは来なかっ
as
た
usual.
残念じゃあ今何だったの
Who the hell is that? Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody!
Run! そろそろ俺のクイックシューターちゃんがうずいてきたんだやっほー危ねえこれだよいしょ
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left, and I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on the roof.
That gave me a goddamn headache!
と来い。どこどれがショットガンだかわからなかった。
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
So, 絶対いけた今の。わかんねえよマジで。どっちにタワー飛んでいくか。よし、集中集中。なんで？左にも避けてもダメだって気がするな。気のせいか。やばい。当たるよね。じゃあちょっと左に避ける、左に。
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
今の俺が遅かった。しかも俺が遅かった。違う。むずいってこいつ。マジで強い。やばい。
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America.
やったよ。
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
ジョージ・ハナ・ペチャカーリ。かわいそう。俺そいつに結構やられちゃったんだよ。
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang.
長押しすることで狙い自芸場を使い果たしてしまう代わりに金の的に完璧なヘッドシュートを行うことができると。
So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That kid Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Who's shooting at us? We're under fire!
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
I'm ending you!
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
手がかりね。手がかりって言われてもね。あ、これか。
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
橋を爆破しようとしてるんだね。
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Ooh!
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
What
the hell?
これ
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. But instead they found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Yes, there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
¡Wow, bien! ¡Wow! Go. More credits, Daddy!
I'm gonna cut you in two. Ready for a belly full of buckshot?
So what happened then?
こいつディオと同じことやってる。
Damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it. Then I noticed the footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope. Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
マジで飛ぶと思うじゃん。
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Okay. Whoa, man, look at it. Wow! Yabai!
This asshole has a death wish. Twice as dangerous.
Okay. Woo!
We don't kill him. They'll kill us.
Okay. Whoa!
So I proceeded onward. I realized that that way just wasn't going to work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Nani? Nani? Ah, are?
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long, burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
The
burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind.
I
almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of the
sparks.
My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge.
Well, it was a touching reunion.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to finish!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
まだいいのかい。
Face tracer, get your ass me!
Now you're the damn fruit.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun.
ああ、くそー。しまったね。勝てんだよお前。
Shoot that asshole! Catch this, son of a bitch!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun.
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
Face tracer, get your ass me!
逃げ分けの方向にしった。私こっちへ行くか。
Face tracer, get your ass me!
Nuttier than a damn fruitcake! Kill that dickweed!
ほら。
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Kid Curry. 当たってない。
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
What are you? Yellow? You can't beat me! Shit! I gotta reload? Time for you to lay down and die. Shit!
頼む！おら！
This is the last mistake you'll ever make!
違うのか。
Show yourself, you coward!
違うよ。
Get out here! You can't beat me! Hold it off while I reload! Stand still so I can kill you!
食らってないのか。
This is the last mistake you'll ever make! It's not fair! need some
Okay.
help here. Come on, boys. Take this sumbitch out.
危ない危ない。張ってえなお前。
Coward. Are you kidding me?
あ、しまった。
Do you know who I am? Come on, come on, come on.
おう。
Damn. Time for you to
Okay.
lay down and die. Yeah. That enough?
ほっほっ。どうすればいい？
Come on, a bullet's already? Like this cocksucker. Feels like a kill.
オッケー。
I think he's scared. There's the best mistake you'll ever make.
どこで爆発どうする？
Are you
危ねえ。
Do you know who I am?
ああ、ガスレスカウチャー。行ってまえ。行ってまうで。
Forever.
行ってまいたいけど難しいで。あれ攻撃食らった？
Lay down and die. Hold him off while I reload. Ah!
あれダメージが低いな。
You can't beat me. It's not fair. Beat that bastard. Give me a hand here, else I can kill you.
どこだ？え？うわー、武将。
This is gonna hurt.
This is the last mistake you'll ever make. Shit!
なんかどっかで食らうんだよ
You
ね。
yellow bastard!
おい。
Do you know who I am? Stupid contraption!
はい、戻ってダイナマイト拾って。
Time for you to lay down and die. Guess you had enough, huh? Can't beat me. Come on, come on, come on!
まさね。あだ。
Stand still so I can kill you. Damn!
どう？
Eventually,
Okay.
I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
もう街中ドンパチは終わったで。やばい。いやマジでね、弾を避ける方向教えてほしい。マジでわかんない。うわーおい相打ちすな。くそなに むずっ。いや、もう打ってやってんのかな。やべ、スピードが上がんね。もうちょっとこっちか。だから相打ちすなって、相打ちすなって。いいよ。なんでだから。今の俺が惜しかった。完全に俺が惜しかった。めちゃくちゃ俺が惜しかった。はあ、やばい、わからなくなってきた。わからなくなってきた。問題ないぐらい早いと思うんだけどな。
Fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
やっとや。やっと
And
弾
as
が
he
蹴れ
lay
た。
wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me, "Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him."
危ない。
Those were his last words.
はい、ビンゴ。やっとビンゴした。やっとジャックポット。
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
最高に有名なアウトローだろ。
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
大した給料日になるぜ。
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this gem.
De レベルが上がりますよと。そうだな。こっちでもあげるか。あー、まあ強いか普通に。防御力が単純に上がるようなもんだもんな。おら
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
おお。やつを伝説と突っ立つだけで列車を止めることができるジェシー・ジェームス。これが
They hopped a freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
Woohoo!
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James
that...
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you can wash you down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Nani? 全然気づかなかったお前に。
Anyway, excuse me, man. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Not so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
いつまでスローモーション。
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Star? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. Some bitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkerton!" Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker. They assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted to be.
うわ、最悪。マジか、いたのか。いるぞ。
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they?
I know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
I bet you are.
This asshole don't know who he's up against.
出てこいよ。あ、これやろう。ああ。こっちか。おっ。な、こいつら背高くない？
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward. I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Well, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
God damn this thing. You're jammed.
Woo! Doge, doge, doge! Acá, 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 acá.
You don't want to mess with us!
Damn ears are ringing.
¡Dejala! ¡Habla! ¡Oiga!
Man, good shit.
아버지.
You know who we are!
마지가요, 거이츠. 기스크가요, 마지가. 하라메라.
It's crazier than a shit
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
意外だ。うわー、避ける方向にする。ここからかよ。
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay.
You know who we are!
I'll live.
ああ、なかった。
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
配置元中のコンボ倍率アップ。いやー、まあこれかな。いない。オッケー。
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn.
危ないなんでダメかよ。
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
いるよ。
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
やばい、全然ダメ。一発じゃダメ？なんかいけると思ったら。 Oh, get on,
I
guy.
didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle. After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
さて、ね、いいところですけど、ね、いい時間になってきたので、今日はここまでにしたいと思います。めっちゃおもろい、このゲーム。ちなみに。めちゃくちゃおもろいやん。俺パッケージとか見とったんだけどね。で、Steam の方で、割引というかね、セールしてる時に買ったんだよ、これ。ああ、これか、みたいな感じで。で、やってみたらどうよ。バキおもろいやん、これ。今僕多分これセールなんかしてるかなわかんないけど。マジでおもろい。こんな爽快におもろいことある？ちょっとデュエルの時はね、あれだけど。だって、ここら辺で締めさせていただきたい、締めさせてもらいます。ね。またね、まあ、時間あったらというか、まあ、金曜日が確実にやる日に決まっているんでね。また続きが見たい方はまたよろしくお願いします。まだ自分でも触るのありだと思う、これは。安いし。うん。はい、じゃあね、お決まりの文言言わせていただきます。できればチャンネル登録と高評価、ベルマーク通知マークなんかつけてくれたら嬉しいです。というわけで。じゃあね、今日まただ。エンディング。一応ね、明日の方も配信の予定がございます。また、よろしくお願いいたします。じゃあ、ついかちゃん。